It's like I come in every morning. I get to work about between 6 and 6:15 every morning, and I come by Riverside Park, and it's sad. You know, every time I drive by there, I see myself.
Yeah.
Me too.
I never went to them extremes to be in town to expose myself, but just seeing them, you know, it makes me kind of like fall over a little bit because it's sad, you know.
You know, I think everybody that sees it feels that way. I mean, I think that's and I think that's a right and natural response to look and see people living beneath their dignity, to look at them and see, you know, what has become of them, and to, you know, I think we all know in our hearts they're not made for that. There's got to be something better. And they may need to be forced into the direction, but something's got to be done to save this and to stop them from living this way. The question's just always kind of, well, what's the right answer? And I know there's always people that want to start, you know, tent camps and all this stuff. And boy, we've seen so many people that have come in out of a tent camp who tell us stories about how horrifying it was.
I would think it would be scary to live in a tent camp with other people that are in, because I'm not in addiction, like you said. That's not what led me to homelessness, but there might be somebody who's like me, just homeless for bad choices, living in a tent camp where people are high and drunk, and that's not safe. No. That's why I see a lot of people with dogs, because that dog is kind of a comfort and a protection.
A little bit of protection, yeah. You look at how many of them are just carrying big weapons, you know, knives and guns
machetes
and whatnot. Yeah, lots of machetes and stuff, And and it's just this terror, you know, this terror defense that in the end, you know, isn't fair to the dog, isn't fair to the person. Why should a person have to live like that, you know? And they don't have to live like that.
But they're choosing to, because they had that illusion of when you're high and drunk, you're going to feel good.
Yeah.
Like James said he felt like he was happy all the time. And stuff. That's an illusion. You're not happy, because when that wears off, you're still faced with the reality of, I'm in a tent, or I'm sitting outside, freezing, or I'm in my car.
Yeah.
It's all the same whether you're outside in a car or in a tent. You're all homeless.
Yeah.
There's no comfortability in that.
Golly.
I was homeless for so long. I got wounds on my legs and was going to wound care all the time because my legs were leaking. Half the population that are homeless are probably so unhealthy.
Yeah.
Walking with canes or walkers or pushing. Why do we collect things when we're homeless? Pushing baskets around with mountains of stuff.
Like, mountains of stuff.
I don't get it. And I'm one of them. I didn't push. My car was full of stuff. I'm like, for what? We're home. We have nowhere to put it. What?
I think that it's this this sense of something in the world is mine.
Yeah.
You know, everything's being taken from me. You know, I have no control over most of my life, but I can protect this, you know, 2x4 spot that is this cart that I'm pushing.
But isn't that like a lie we tell ourselves? I don't have control over my life. You do. You have a choice.
You have a choice.
You're making that choice not to have control over your life.
That's right.
Exactly.
No,
so that's
a
choice.
Right. I think you're right. You know,
we chose not to go to the mission when we first became homeless.
Yeah.
We had heard such stuff about it.
Yeah.
But then we went and it wasn't that bad. It is hard.
Yeah.
But life is hard.
Yeah.
I'd rather be hard at the mission than hard outside and somebody kill me out there or something.
So let me ask you this. You guys have your own places now. Mm-hmm. You by your own admission, you guys have your own sets of rules now that you follow and walk by. They're probably not that different from the rules of the mission. Is life harder now than it was when you were homeless, or is it easier?
It's a different kind of hard.
It's a different kind of hard.
Okay.
You have priorities now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have bills that come in.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what's so humbling to me. You know, it took me a lot of years to get myself out of debt.
Yeah.
Now today it's like it's a cultural shock. It's like I can open up my bank account and I can see money in my bank account. And it's humbling just to know that you did it.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to step by step. You know, you can't just jump into it. You have to work your way into it.
So it's a different kind of hard. And you could still make the choice to go back to being homeless and take that kind of hard. This is a better kind of hard?
It's a blessing.
Yeah.
Blessing kind of hard, if that makes sense.
Okay.
As far as like, I pull up to the house, I sit in my car, and I say, "Thank you, God, for this house.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to do it without you," and that's the truth.
That's right.